causes friction and tension unnecessarily, that if we really could have avoided by simply just having a conversation and letting this person know this is how I feel. You know, you don't gotta be rude about it or let them know, but just say, hey, like, this is where I'm at in my life. This is where I'm, you know, trying to go, and you doing the stuff that you do, it's not really helping me, you know? But I think when you ignore people and don't really tell them what's going on, it causes friction, because at the end of the day, that person gonna be like, damn, I ain't talked to Bakari in a few days. We used to always talk, like, now we beefing, because you ain't even them tell me what's up.
I ain't gonna lie though, like, that's something I can really say. Like, that's one of my biggest problems. Like, I don't address things when they should be addressed. Yeah. And that could save a friendship or just save one side from thinking that we beefing, when on my side we really not beefing. Yeah,
but like, how would they know if you don't say
that's that? That's a fact.
Yeah, but I definitely understand what you mean, because I was the same way, but I'm working on that, trying to tell people how I feel, like, in that moment versus me dragging it along, because like I just told you, like, before, like, I'm a person, I used to be a person that would hold grudges, and I feel like people should know what they did to me. Like, they know they did me wrong. I shouldn't have to explain nothing to them, but we gotta really realize some people, it's not that they don't know, but they need somebody to tell them. They need somebody to reiterate the information to them. Just so you can say, okay, well, I told you. It's not like I didn't tell you. Right. Yeah, so this is why I feel the way that I feel, and now you know, and now we can move forward versus us having friction and tension when I could have just opened up my mouth and told you, you know? Right. But yeah, I think doing stuff like that be causing like beef. Unnecessary beef.
Because then it just make them think, oh, it must be because of this. It must be because of that. It just build up. And then
for so long. For so long. So I'm working on that still too, you know.
But I don't like that though. I don't like how people think just because you don't talk to them for however long that it's automatic beef though. Yeah. But I do understand, because I'm the type of person that talks to you so much and I reach out so much. So if I'm not doing that to you, then you know something wrong. But I don't like how it got to be automatic. All right, we beefing. Like, why I got to play?
No, I agree. I feel like before I assume that it's beef with anybody, if I don't talk to them in a while, I'm going to hit them up first and be like, just ask them, you know, what's going on, what they got going on. I'm not going to think the first thing is we beefing. But there's people that think that, and hell, I got friends that be the same way. Like, if we ain't talked in a minute, it's beef now, and I'm like, what? Like,
because last year, this just made me think of that. I went through this with like 5 people in November. And it came from some acting. Like I said, I was putting all my happiness in acting. Yeah. So I was doing an audition that lasted, I'm talking about, this was like, I can't talk about the whole thing now because it ain't happy yet, but long story short, most people know, I auditioned to be LeBron James in the movie. I gotta leave it at that. And I auditioned to be LeBron James in the movie. I got
recently?
It ended in April. That was part of the reason why I came home too from overseas. But that's a different story though. But,
okay, I'm like, that's major.
he got a movie coming out.
For real, that's good.
And they had pinned me to be him.
Really?
For August, September, October. For 5 months.
Good.
It
I
is
hope
good.
you get it.
No, I didn't get it. Oh. Yeah, I found out I didn't get it in December.
But that's still good.
They basically spun the block and wanted me to do some other roles. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. But anyway, when I found out I didn't get it in December. Yeah. This 5 months, I'm thinking I'm about to be him, whatever. I went into like a depression. I ain't want to talk to nobody. Yeah. My best friend Don, he was down there at my crib every day just make sure I'm straight, because I wasn't leaving the room. Like I wasn't eating. I wasn't talking to nobody. I was sitting in my room literally for 2 weeks. I'm like, I'm not leaving this month. Like, it really had you I was blown, so I'm not answering the phone. I'm not responding. I'm barely responding to my mom and dad. Yeah. I'm not talking to my sister, who's my best friend for real. Yeah. I ain't talking to nobody. I'm just sitting. I'm in the room like you obviously don't like me, so why? Like, you feel me? So why are you doing this to me?
We always blame God.
Literally, I'm like, you obviously have a problem with me. I did something to you. Whatever I did, I'm sorry, but you got, so it's whatever.
Now me and God beefing.
I have no problem saying that, because I know our relationship.
It's real though. Yeah.
I'm telling him how it is. Like, you got a problem with me. You don't like me. Did you ever? Like, at this point. So I went to depression. I'm not talking to nobody. Yeah. And then people would take that. It was a little text message like, dang, you don't F me no more. Like, I hate seeing that when I'm dealing with something on my own. Cause
that piss you off more,
Cause it ain't, hey, bro, you good, I ain't talk to you in a minute. It's just, dang, bro, you don't F me no more. Dang, bro, what I do to you? You feel me? And I learned, cause I used to do that as well. If I was here with somebody, I'm like, damn, you did too. But I didn't see how that could affect somebody until I was in the reverse role.
It happened to you, yeah. I think that's what needs to happen too. Like, the things that we do to people, it need to happen to us so we can see how it feels, you know? Because I'm a person, like, I'm quick to ignore somebody. Don't piss me off when I'm going to ignore you. Like, I swear, I'll ignore somebody for months. Like, don't play with me.
Months is crazy.
Oh, yeah. Like, I don't play no games, but if somebody would do that to me, oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, I got to show
I'll be feeling terrible. Like, I feel so terrible. So, yeah. But that's
real.
Yeah, that's crazy, though. But we do oftentimes, like, blame God for the stuff going on in our life, but I've realized now too, like, if it didn't happen, that means it wasn't meant to happen for us for real at that time. You know, like it's always a reason for everything. Like my life motto, and it's always been my life motto, is like forever. Everything happens for a reason. You know, so we literally just have to take what life gives us, but we also have to make sure like we aligning ourselves properly with the way that we're supposed to be living and what we're supposed to be doing, so we can get the things that are meant for us. Yeah, like we really don't be in the proper position to receive what we asking for, because if we get it, it may be too much, you know, at that time. But yes. And
I will say that, like most of the things, like in the past, some things I can really say now I wasn't mature enough to get.
Yeah.
Like, I really just wasn't ready, because I was more so thinking about basically the stuff I don't need to be thinking about that will come with if I get this type of
it. Yes, that's so true. Yeah. Like, we don't be mature enough for real to really receive that stuff.
I definitely had to be humble for sure.
Yeah. Humble. That's good. That's growth.
No, it's for real.
That's growth for real. Yeah. Okay, so moving on. We're gonna do some we're gonna actually play a game.
Alright, but
so we already did icebreaker, but we're gonna play a little game. So this game is called This or That.
Okay.
So you know, this or that. You basically pick either or.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just go through a list. I'm gonna say a few different things, and you just tell me like which one.
Do I gotta answer fast?
Yes. So that's what I was gonna say. Answer quick.
Okay.
Don't try to think about it too hard. Say what comes to mind first.
But.
All right. So first, R&B or rap?
R&B.
Talker or listener?
Listener.
You a listener?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Club or lounge?
Hookah lounge. Okay.
You love hookah.
If it ain't hookah, I ain't going.
You love hookah. Okay. Scary movie or comedy?
Comedy. I don't do scary movies.
For real?
I have a nightmare.
So you don't watch scary movies at all?
The last scary movie I seen was It, and that was it for me.
And that was it for me.
Literally.
Nah, It had me like a little shook too.
Especially when he did that dance, I don't even want to think about it.
You watched the most recent one? The newer one?
It too?
I don't know. I guess so. Yeah.
No.
You watched the very first one.
I watched Ep.1.
Yeah. That's the one that had me like done.
Can't do it.
I don't even like walking by sewers and all that stuff.
I can't do it.
Cause that's too much.
I ain't seen no Paranormal Activities. I ain't seen no Insidious. None of that.
Oh no! You know what you don't need to watch? What is that?
What?
The Exorcist.
Oh, I would never.
That's terrible.
No, I would never do that.
That's terrible. Oh my god, that's terrible. I'm so scarred by that, and I watched that probably back in middle school or high school, and I'm so scarred to this day. Okay. Painful truth or comforting lie?
In the past, I would say comforting lie, but now
painful truth.
Sure.
Yeah, I definitely would say painful truth.
Because life is what it is, I think.
Yeah, because I think comforting lie, you're going to be dragging stuff on.
Right. And eventually that
it's
comfort
going to come out.
Yeah,
it's going to come out. You know, it's going to make you uncomfortable. Okay. Rich and famous or rich and unknown?
Rich or famous or rich and unknown?
So rich and famous or rich and unknown?
Oh, I'm going rich and famous all day. So either one be rich. I can still be happy either way.
You'll be happy from being rich, but you know the drama and all that stuff that come with fame too. That's why I asked that. You know, some people that are famous really be depressed and all that.
That's a fact. I know a lot of them too. But I say rich and fame just because I've already like accepted what I want. I know what I want, and I know what's gonna come with it. Yeah. And I feel like mentally I'm ready to take on whatever challenge that come with, and the things that I'm doing. If they take out the right way, fame can be an option. Yeah. So I'm not gonna try and shy away from that for sure.
You just want everybody to know who you are.
Facts. That's how I want my YouTube up, so for sure. Yeah.
Nah, that's good though.
And then on top of that, so being famous, that would help me out with what I say my purpose in life is, which is to spread the word of God. And if I'm not famous, I can't spread delays not denial to the whole world. So
that's true.
So I gotta be famous. I need to.
I guess that's true. I used to want to be rich when I was younger too. Like I don't even know why. But when I used to start seeing like people killing themselves and like all that stuff, I was just like, fame is pretty hard. Because to be honest, like if you become like this big person, you can't live your normal life. Like if you were like a big time actor or rapper or you know, you wouldn't be able to just walk up in here the way you did now by yourself.
Well, I wouldn't be able to do that.
If you what?
I couldn't just come over here and do a show with you?
By yourself, like just walk down through, you know, and
maybe not. Okay,
with people and all that.
Yeah,
like you can't go to the grocery store no more, just casually.
Yeah, I feel that.
Without just being
watching your back 24/7.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
Even with the rappers, like people be after them all the time. Like it's crazy. Yeah. It's really dangerous.
No, it's very dangerous.
So yeah. Okay, so this is the last one. So logic or emotion?
Emotion.
I
just thought about, I didn't even think about what you just said. I didn't know I'm an emotional person.
You did say emotional earlier, so I figured you would say that. Dang.
What did you mean by that though?
So basically, like, I guess just the way you feel about things. Like, would you rather think things through before you make a decision or make decisions based off of your emotion? So, I'm trying to think of an example. Like I guess the whole LeBron thing. Like, okay, back then you chose to ignore all of those people and go into a depression based off of how you felt. So it was based off of your emotion. But now, being in the mindset that you are in now, where you have grown and you understand things a lot more, and you realize like, okay, I can't control what happens. All I can do is move forward and not look in the past. That's you thinking things through using your logic versus letting your emotion take over your body and just saying, I'm gonna go into this depression and I don't want nobody to talk to me for however long because I'm mad. Versus me saying, okay, this is what happened. It is what it is. I'm taking the situation for what it is and I'm moving on. Let me do another audition and put that in my past. Yeah. It's like you just dealing with it versus letting it sink into your body and letting that just fester inside of you and just really like tear you down on the inside.
Yeah. That can go both ways for me because that's 100% right. But I can't say if I did a lot of stuff, if I didn't do a lot of things because of my emotion, I probably wouldn't have got a lot of stuff I wouldn't have accomplished a lot of stuff that I did accomplish because I got so many just life relatable things with acting. Yeah. So I don't know if you know, in 2019 I did a Geico commercial. That was probably
the basketball one. Right. Yeah. I saw that.
That was the first thing.
Was that the Super Bowl one?
NCAA March Madness.
That was that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he did a big commercial, y'all. He was on a big screen.
And then the way I got that, somebody referred me to a different commercial. They referred me to a director that was in North Carolina to do an ACC commercial. Did that, didn't get it. I'm just like, damn, it's probably over. Oh no, some told me that I shouldn't audition for that because that's not initially the one I wanted to do. Yeah. But I'm just like, no, I'm just gonna do it. I ain't think about it, so I'm just gonna do it. Yeah. So me not getting that person, somebody from that team, that casting company referred me to the Geico joint. Yeah. Told me to go do that. And then when I got there, that's when I found out that, they chose me to be that dude for that. Yeah. So I said that if I didn't go my, I guess gut feeling or just intuition, whatever you want to call it, just
intuition for sure.
Whatever emotion I was feeling inside to say, hey, go do that. Yeah. Even though that's not for me, but it was for me because it got me to.
I don't know if I can relate that to I don't know. Is intuition related to emotion?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, because I feel like intuition is a mind thing, for real.
I'm not sure.
It's like a soul type of spirit thing.
I guess I was trying to think, basically saying like it's not something that I thought about like, dang, let me think about the pros and cons if I do or don't go there. Yeah. Type thing. It kind of just went off the way I felt, and I was like, I should go do it. Yeah. But I don't know, it could be a little different though. Yeah. Yeah.
That was definitely, what was that? Your subconscious mind. It was your subconscious mind. So I think it is your intuition. Yeah. It's not your emotion.
It's different?
I think it's different, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll look into
I agree, but I do agree with what you said about thinking. I'm trying to think if I did, I did a lot of thinking. Yeah. Because I'm trying to think if obviously I'm in control of myself. Yeah. But I kind of feel like I didn't, I feel like I didn't even know I was going into that little depression. Like I kind of just, once I was in, I was like, damn, like,
it just happened.
Like, what the hell? Like, what happened? Like, I'm over here sitting in the room every day, not doing nothing. Like, this is not even me.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even feel like
depression
is
weird as hell, too. Like, because it just kind of, not come out of nowhere, but
it just sneak up on you.
Yeah, it's weird. And then it's just like, you don't want to be bothered with nobody. Mm-hmm. That's like, when I go into depression, it's like, that's how I am, too. Like, shut myself off from the world.
And then crazy. The worst is I'm depressed and I'm arguing with God. Oh, Lord.
Oh yeah. You fighting yourself at that point. No, it ain't no good. Yeah.
That was bad. Yeah. I needed that though. I ain't gonna lie. I needed that to motivate me to do do other things and just. I feel like that for me is a rock bottom, and I feel like I can't get no lower than I was at that state. Yeah. So it kind of made like a point that I know I don't want to go back there because I know how I feel to be there.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's good that when we do go into states like that, that are so low for us, and we're able to like climb out of those low states, I think it's good for us to realize who we were in that state so we know not to revisit being that person again, because we know what it feels like to be that person. So let me try to do everything I can to avoid getting back into that low state, Bakari, because I don't want to feel that pain no more, like, literally. So that's what I've been learning, too. Like, we are literally in control of our own lives. So whether it is that we feel like we have to deal with depression or anxiety or whatever mental disorder it is, like, it's something that we put in our own mind, for real. Like, it's up to us to really, like, pull ourselves out of that, because people try to help you all day long, but you know, like when you go through a depression,
it's your battle.
You know, like people hit you up, like, what can I do? And you like, stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. Yeah. So it's like literally nobody can really help you get out of that. Only you can. So I think it's good to put certain things in place to help you avoid even getting into them situations. And that's just basically how I was like when I was going through my breakup. You know, I've definitely been through a breakup before, and I remember, like, what that pain felt like how I felt, you know, hurt, and I was just, you know, in complete, total pain, and I just felt like nothing could fix it. I remembered feeling that pain before, so I just constantly reminded myself, like, I know what this pain feels like, you know, I'm not going to let it defeat me. I constantly reminded myself of that, because it's so easy to fall into a depression, and I know I didn't want to do that because I know how I am in that, you know, moment. Yeah. So I just constantly told myself, like, you familiar with this pain, like, you know what this pain feels like, so you know what you need to do to overcome this pain. So I think a lot of people should instill into them, like, just certain things that they can put into their mind to remember, like, who they are, like, without getting into that low state again. So yeah, that really worked for me, y'all. But okay, so moving on. So I'm gonna wrap it up with these last few questions. So again, you know, I'm all about peace. You know, that's my thing now. Literally, I found my peace of mind. I found what peace looks like for me. So I'm literally like trying to encourage the people around me, encourage, you know, my world around me to do the same, so they know what to do when they going into depressive states and feel like they're just too anxious or whatever it may be. What does having peace mean to you, and what does that look like for you?
What does it mean to me? The first thing that probably come to my head, just waking up every day knowing you have a purpose. and make sure that you're happy with what you're doing. And peace for me probably look like, peace for me. I think I found peace in just doing things that I can control. Mm-hmm. Like, honestly, doing YouTube, like, that's been a major piece for me. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's something about me just talking to a camera, like, that just made me feel so good.
It's your outlet.
You feel me? Like, that's been a big piece of me. And just understanding that things in life is going to happen regardless of, you have no control, so just control what you can control. But peace is anything that I can control. Like, literally, I'm not.
So you having control over basically your whole life.
Yeah.
And you being able to, basically, off what you said, you being able to speak freely and talk just how you want to talk.
Right.
Because do you feel like on your YouTube channel, like, do you feel like you're a vulnerable person on there and you just speak how you feel?
Yeah, literally no filter.
You feel like you don't hold back or, you know?
I don't hold back nothing.
See, that's good. That's how I am.
And I do it, like, obviously so other people can enjoy it as well, but I want to be able to, like, 10 years down the line, I look back like, dang, like, I grew from that person. Like, that's me. I don't know. It's just something about, I want to be able to look back and be like, that's Kari at whatever age. You feel me? Like,
no, that's real. That's exactly how I am. Like, I want to come off as my authentic self because, you know, sometimes when people get behind the camera, they feel like, did you see that little video with Deion Sanders? And he had that reporter, it was a black dude.
What he did?
It was a black dude. I guess him and the black dude was, he was interviewing him after a game or whatever. And I think they were having a conversation before the cameras started rolling. And he was just talking like a, you know, like just talking regular. And then once the camera started rolling, he was like, so Deion. And Deion looked at him and he said,
it's the same person?
He said, talk how you was just talking before we got in front of these cameras.
Oh, man.
And he's like, he said that like on the, like while it was recorded. And the dude, he was trying to change it. He was trying to change it up and he kept telling him to start over. He's like, no, you just was not talking to me like that before you got on the camera.
Right.
But I'm like, people pick up on stuff like that. Like, they know when you're not being your real self. They know when you're not being authentic. So that was my main thing too. Like, when I made my YouTube channel, like, I wanted to make sure, like, I was still Brittany. Even though I made a ton of changes in my life and I look at life in a whole different spectrum, I still want to be Brittany because this is who I am. You know, it's an upgraded version of me, an elevated version of me, but I'm still me. So I didn't want to come on here talking in a certain voice. I mean, I had to get in my groove when it came to YouTube because I wasn't used to just talking to the camera. Like, it was hella weird for me. I'm like, this is so weird. But, you know, the more I talk, you know, the more I got used to it. So it's still, you know, getting better, but I never wanted to come off as a...
Like somebody fake.
Like, like fake. It was, so.
Yeah. Okay. I wouldn't even be able to, like, watch my own videos or respect it
so cringe.
If I know that I'm faking. Like, I can't.
It's so cringe to watch that. Like, like, that's too much. Okay. So, my last question to you is... This, you know, this is all about millennials making it happen. It's about you making movement in your life and you making movement in the world or whatever. So, how do you plan moving forward? How do you plan to make movement to impact your corner of the world? And when I say your corner of the world, I've realized God assigns us to certain people that we're supposed to touch and help. We can't help every single person because every single person not going to be able to receive the message that we have in the way that we going to give it. But I think we have certain people that we're here to touch and, you know, make an impact on. So how do you feel like, you know, you'll be making an impact on your people moving forward, like your audience?
I think with whatever I'm doing, just like we was talking about being genuine, being myself. Like, honestly, I can't do nothing else but be myself. I feel like the way I plant seeds in other people, when I say, like, spreading the word of God or whatever, is just me being who I am. I think just, like, if people watch this and they see, oh, they're just literally being themselves, like, maybe I should just not worry about what other people think, just be myself. Like, it's that easy, like, you just be yourself. And then I think if I just keep putting out the things that I put out, whether it's YouTube, music, whatever. Just I feel like I'm just sitting here to spread the word of God and inspire. So I feel like if I'm chasing whatever I want to chase and being authentic and being genuine, that's all I can do.
Exactly.
Like, and let people know that I'm led by the man upstairs. Like, there's nothing else I can do.
Exactly. Yeah, I think people definitely will appreciate your authenticity because, you know, social media is a fake world, you know, and a lot of people get so consumed in social media that they don't even really know what real life is anymore. And that's another thing too that helped me with my fast. Like when I pulled away from social media, I'm like, I already knew social media was fake, but I didn't realize like the effect that it has on our world for real. Like it's a good thing, but it also can be a bad thing too. I feel like because I realized if you're a weak-minded person, you can go for anything. Anything.
Social media ain't for you if you weak-minded for
people try to mimic other people, literally like copy paste. Like it's literally copy paste, and it's so crazy. So people gonna definitely appreciate your authenticity. Keep doing that for sure. But anything else you have?
Other than I appreciate you bringing me on the show. I'm happy I'm the first guest. I'm not.
Yes, my first guest. I'm so happy. You know, my childhood friend. Like it's crazy. So yeah, we literally grew up together, and we always stayed in touch. You know,
that's a fact.
As
and there's
time
not a lot of people I can say like.
Yeah,
I've had that long of a friendship with, so I definitely appreciate that.
I know. I appreciate you for coming and just being you, and just even wanting to come on my show. You know, I know you know, this is early on and everything like that, but
that's I want to be here before it blows.
Yes, exactly. That's why I'm saying people they gonna be trying to count me out right now, but they just need to wait. They gonna see, and I'm gonna even be more thankful once they do, because I'm gonna bring you back when it comes get big, because
delay is not denied.
Delay is not denied. Definitely drop all your stuff. Where can they follow you on Instagram, YouTube? You on TikTok too, ain't you?
Oh, yeah, I be on TikTok. So Instagram, you can find me at bcopedind. Same thing for TikTok, bcopedind. YouTube, bcopetv. I don't be on Twitter and Facebook like that, so follow me on those. Mainly just to the channel. That's all I need y'all to do. I don't really care about Instagram like that. TikTok, I do that for like skits and entertainment, but YouTube is my platform. So bcopetv, that's what it is. All
right, y'all make sure y'all follow him. I'm gonna drop all of his info in the description below. But thank you again for joining, becoming Brittany J. Again, this is Millennials Making It Happen, and thank you for joining the first episode. Until next time, peace.
Deuces.